Let's cut through the noise. There's a force within you that can shift the balance of any connection you walk into. A quiet power that doesn't scream for attention, but commands it, not through desperation, not through proving your worth, but through presence. Controlled, measured, intentional. This isn't about tricks. It's not about seduction through scripts or rehearsed lines. It's about mastering the energy you bring when you walk into a room, when you speak, when you touch, when you pull back just enough to make silence echo louder than words. Do this once, just once, and the weight of it will linger. Stand still in your truth. Radiate certainty, even in silence. When everything in you wants to reach out, don't. When you're tempted to explain yourself, don't. When your instincts tell you to chase, hold the line. Stillness, when it comes from a woman who knows her worth, is the loudest declaration in the world. It disrupts. It haunts. It stays. Do this once. Look someone in the eyes, not to seek approval, but to observe, to study, to see them fully, while remaining unmoved yourself. Don't lean forward. Don't fidget. Let them wonder what you're thinking. Let them feel the pulse of your stillness. Because that silence, that mystery, it's addictive. It creates a craving they can't explain. And that craving, it burns all night. This isn't about being cold. It's about being composed. When you master restraint, not as a defense, but as a choice, you become unforgettable. Not because you gave everything away, but because you didn't. Because you stayed sovereign. Because you let the weight of your presence speak louder than any declaration of emotion. Because you knew that the most powerful move isn't always to act, it's to allow someone else to feel the space you leave behind. And that space, it speaks of standards, it whispers of boundaries, it screams of someone who refuses to be reduced, tamed, or explained away. Do it once. Hold your energy like a dagger, sheathed in velvet. Smile like you know secrets they'll never learn. Walk away before you're asked to stay, not out of pettiness, but because you already knew the value of your exit. And here's what will happen. Long after the conversation ends, after the lights go down, after the noise of the day fades into quiet, there will be a pull, a gnawing, a sensation without language, a weight in the chest that keeps turning over again and again. They won't know why, they won't have the words for it, but they'll feel you, deep in the places even they don't visit often. Not because you said the right thing, but because you embodied it. Because you dared to show up without begging to be chosen. Because you didn't flinch when silence grew. Because you chose power over panic. Stillness over performance. Mystery over control. So here's your call to action. Be the silence they can't solve. Be the storm they didn't see coming. Be the standard that rewrites what presence feels like. Do it once, and watch. They won't sleep through the night, and they'll never forget the reason why. Emotional presence over performance. Sexual chemistry is not about techniques or tricks, it's about how present you are. When you slow down and attune to the moment, your partner feels seen, desired, and consumed by your energy. Being fully in your body, breathing deeply, making eye contact, and connecting with each touch creates intimacy that lingers far beyond the physical. Presence makes the experience unforgettable. The power of tease and restraint.
Mystery fuels desire. You don't need to give everything away at once.
Whether it's a pause before a kiss or holding eye contact before touch, the art of restraint both emotionally and physically can drive someone wild. A whisper instead of a moan, a slow touch instead of urgency. It's not about holding back forever. It's about controlling the pace to build tension, anticipation, and emotional intensity. Confidence in vulnerability. True intimacy isn't just about what you show, it's about what you're willing to share. Being open about what you want, like, and desire without shame signals deep confidence. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's a magnetic strength. Owning your needs and showing your softness with power ignites a bond that's both emotional and erotic. Speak through touch, not just words. Touch is a language. A single intentional stroke can say, I want you, I see you, or I choose you. Your hands, your breath, your rhythm, when used with focus, can communicate what words never could. Use your body with awareness. The most intimate moments are often the quietest, when your touch carries more truth than any sentence. Feminine surrender with selective control. Intimacy becomes electric when you know when to let go and when to lead. Surrendering is not about submission, it's about trust, choice, and embodiment. It's the balance between softness and fire. You guide the emotional tone. Your energy sets the pace, whether slow and sensual or wild and raw. You're choosing the frequency, not reacting to it. Emotional echo after the act. What lingers after sex says more than what happened during it. Do your words, your energy, your presence echo in their mind long after? The emotional afterglow, how you look into someone's eyes, how you rest your hand on their chest, how you leave, can create emotional imprinting. You don't need to be remembered for what you did. You'll be remembered for how you made them feel. That's the legacy of intimacy.